All right, let's look at the homework 3, problem number 3. All right, so for part A, we want to draw any circular arc, then find its length and the center. All right, so let's do that. And I'm gonna open up. All right, then we have so we want to draw an arc. So I'm gonna go to circle tools. Then I'll probably use this circumcircular arc. All right. So I'm going to just place 3 random dots, right? So something like that. And then if you want to find the length, actually I'm going to get rid of the label. So I'm going to label is no label there, and no label there, and no label there, right? Then I'll probably hide C. We don't have to. And B and A. All right. Actually, we have to see these first. All right. I'll keep those. All right. So first thing is we want to find the length. So we can just go to the measurement tool and the distance or length, and I just click on this arc. Right. So we have this arc length already determined. So I'm going to just place it out here. All right. Then in order to find the center of this arc, so all you have to do is find the bisector between these 2 points, perpendicular bisector, sorry. All right, so here's a perpendicular bisector tool. All right, so click on those two. All right, then we have a perpendicular bisector, which is equidistant from these 2 points. And we're going to do the same thing with these 2 points here. All right. Then the intersection is going to be the center. So you have an intersect. So we're going to intersect this line and that line. All right, so you have a center. All right, I'm going to just rename this guy as, let's see, rename as a center. So I'm going to call it, let's see, I'm going to just call it the center. How about that? All right, center. And then, okay, so we have that. All right, then we want to show the location. Maybe we can just, let's see. Oh, actually, we can do this. How about this? I'm going to just, oops. All right, close. All right, I want this to show up here. So I'm going to put it out here. All right. And actually, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to hide the label so that we don't have to see it. And then I'm going to move this to the center point. So here's the center, right? Then we can just hide perpendicular bisectors, right? And also, let's see, I have to move this a little bit, right, so we can see it. And we don't need to see these points, so I'm going to just hide CBA, just hiding it, right? And we don't need to see the label there, right? And actually, there's another one. We don't need to see that one. All right, there's also, okay, there's a C too. All right, but here, I'm going to just move it so here. All right, so we have an arc length and the center. All right, so I'm going to take a picture of this. All right, so here, and just using this snipping tool. All right, so I'm going to just save it as and P3A. So I'm going to just go ahead and replace it. All right, so we got that. All right, then we want to do part B. All right, part B is find its arc angle and the radius. Right, so what we need to do is we need to use this segment tool to connect this point and that point. Actually, it to create a new D. So hold on a sec, please. All right, I'm gonna actually put A out. All right, then I'm gonna connect that to the center. All right, so that's gonna be the radius. So I'm going to name that to. So I'm gonna rename it to R. All right. And then we want to find the distance, so we can just go to distance tool and click here. Right? So we have a radius. which came out to be 4.23. And then we want the angle, so I'm going to, let's see, first thing is I'm going to, let's see, bring the C back, all right? Then we use the segment tool to connect those two, right? Then we need to find the angle. So to find the angle, go here. You have an angle tool, right? So we just have to click this one and the center and the other point here, right? So it's kind of hard to see, so we can just move this angle here, right? So we have a center and we have a radius and we have the arc angle, right? So I'm gonna just get the using the snipping tool to take a snapshot, right? And then we can just save it as P3B, right? And then save. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.